Eric, and you're watching DJ Kid TV right now. Shall I take this? And yeah, I just wanted to go through the new Traktor Control Z2 from Native Instruments with you real quick. When you look at it, it looks like a 2-channel battle mixer, but this is not just a 2-channel battle mixer. Actually, it's a 4-channel Traktor controller, and this is because you have volume knobs here, and you have this little important Traktor button right there. So when you connect turntables or CDJs to this mixer, you get a normal analog input source, and everything is being processed in here, and you have your 3-channel EQ, you have filters, and everything is working as a standalone product without the computer. But as soon as you connect the computer and push these 2 buttons, it switches over and goes into Traktor mode, and then you get access to all these functions over here, where you have cue points, access to Traktor's remix decks, secondary functions here to have really short loops. They have their all new macro effects right here, which are effects that are controlled by only one knob. So this is the main parameter knob, and then one dry and wet knob right here. You can assign those effects like you're used to it from the S4 here by effects assignment buttons. You have syncing buttons here, so you can sync decks. You can also make decks master by using the shift button. You can change the timecode behavior from relative to internal mode. Headphones, cue, everything is here. Browsing is pretty important, so you have access to Traktor's browser right over the unit in the center of the unit, as well as loading into decks A and B, or if you hold down shift, duplicating those tracks, or if you want to, customizing the mapping and loading stuff into decks C and D. Pretty important with new Traktor 2.6 and the Z2 is the Flux Mode right here. So if you push this button, what happens is basically that you can interact with cue points or with loops, and the track will be playing in the background or keep on playing in the background, and as soon as you let go those loops or those cue points, the Traktor will jump automatically back to the track where it would have been if you wouldn't have pushed this button. So this is a real nice performance kit. Also, if you use jog wheels, you could scratch with Flux Mode on, and as soon as you leave the platter, the track would jump back to the position where it would have been if you wouldn't have scratched. Yeah, you can access different effects by just holding down shift here, so you can control the macro effects there. You have a microphone input on the back. You have access to the microphone over here. Either you route it through the mixer's DSP, or you route it through a Traktor deck if you want to apply some effects on top of it. In the back of the mixer you have a 2-port USB hub, so you can actually connect the Control F1 to it, or 2 Control F1 to it, and then basically get a 10-channel mixer out of it, because you have fader knobs and volume faders right here on the F1 unit. And so you would just open up the channel for each F1, and then you could access each individual column or each individual sample cell via the F1. So you can make a really big setup with that small unit. The faders are also pretty important. These are Innofaders, high quality Innofaders. I bet a lot of you guys know it already what an Innofader is. They're no contact, so they're really nice, long, durable, high quality, really soft. You can take off the faceplate if you wanted to, so you could remove all these knobs and fader pads and just lift up this faceplate. It's on there with a magnet like the new Machina MK2. So you could lift this up and adjust the filters, adjust the faders, exchange the faders, whatever you'd like to do with it. So you have a full access on it. Last thing I can think of is this little preference button up here, which gives you access to switching timecode deck assignments, with which you can change the layout of Traktor. And what you also can do is just changing the display function here and change it from the master out meter to the C and D meter, so you see what's going on these 2 extra channels. Yeah, that's the C2 wrapped up into 3 minutes for a DJ kit, and I hope you want to check it out yourself sometime.